See if you can match your inhale to your exhale. Deepen your inhale all the way to your belly, opening your rib cage, collarbone. As you exhale, contract your rib cage in, your belly button draw into spine. Just bring your awareness into your breath. Follow that breath movement as you come into your belly, as you flow out from your back of your throat, through your nose. Let's continue this breath for 5 more times. And then slowly draw your palm to your heart center, bow to your chest, just to set an intention for your practice today. And see if you can, during your practice, let something go to fit your intention into your practice. And slowly bring a smile to your face and we open our eyes. And let's interlace our fingers together and we're just going to gently roll our wrists, warm up our hands from one direction. And then maybe turn to the other directions. Warming up our hands, our fingers. And then slowly we're going to bring our hand onto our shoulder. We're going to draw a big circle with our elbow, maybe from to the front first. You feel that stretching, opening as you inhale, and exhale, roll down. Do 3 more times like this. Warming up the shoulder, bring some movement to them. And then next, maybe return to the other side. Inhale, up, open, and exhale, close. Do 2 more times like this. On next, we're going to alternate the directions of the left to the front and then right to the front. Just play around with that movement. And different movement for the shoulder. And then we turn to the other side. So right first and left. So a little bit twisting as well. And slowly we release our hand by the side. Just take a moment here to pause and let the hand rest. Now on next inhale, we're going to extend your right foot. And then we turn our torsos gently towards to that right foot and walk our hand toward to that feet. And to where you think that's enough for me today, and then you can drop your head. And feel that stretch from the head, spine, and neck, all the way down. Try to keep your left sit bone onto the mat. Deep breath in and out. Take 2 more deep breaths here. And then slowly walk your hand back to the center. Extend, lengthening your spine. We're going to turn even a little bit further towards your right. Come to a little bit twist. Keep that left sit bone onto the mat. Deep breath in. And slowly we come back to the center and try to the other side. So bring your right foot in, extend your left foot. Gently turn your torso toward to that left foot. Extend your spine and gently walk your hand toward to your left foot to where that's enough for you today. And then we drop your head down. Feel that stretching from the back of your neck and your spine. You can draw your right sit bone onto the mat. Deep inhale, and exhale. On next inhale, gently walk your hand back to the center, lengthening your spine on inhale and exhale. Turn a little bit further towards your left. A gentle twist. Keep breathing in and out. And on next inhale, gently come back to the center. Bring your left foot in and then rock. Plant our hand onto your mat, roll onto your knees and come onto your awful positions. So hands and shoulder width distance, knees, hip width distance. Just feel cat and cow here, pressing down to your hands. From neutral spine on inhale, drop your belly, gaze forward. On exhale, pressing forward, look towards your belly button, arch your back. Open the back. Inhale, come up, gaze forward. And then exhale, curve. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, curve. Let's do 3 more times like this with your breath, your calm. Warming up our spine. Maybe you can closing down your eyes and just feel that movement. And slowly after you finish your last round, come back to our neutral spine. Let's inhale, raising your right hand. And exhale, flick that right hand through the left hand window and place your right cheek onto the floor. Little bit shoulder stretch, pressing that onto your left hand to bring that stretch that your body wants. Deep inhale, and exhale. On next inhale, we come back to center, right hand towards your seat. Right hand on the mat. Inhale, left hand right. Exhale, left hand fit through to that right hand. Left face kicked on the floor. Pressing down onto your right hand. Deep breath in. On next inhale, pressing down to your right hand. Left hand bring back to the ceiling. Left hand on the mat. Do that one more time. Inhale, right hand up. Right hand fit through to that left hand. This time maybe you can extend your left hand overhead. Feel that more opening of your left side body. Deep breath in and out. And slowly we come back to center, pressing down to your left hand, right hand to the ceiling, right hand on the mat, the other side, left hand, inhale, and exhale, bring it down to your floor. Maybe extend your right hand overhead, deep breath in and out. And gently come back to center, pressing down onto your right hand. Left hand reach, left hand on the mat. Let's push back to your child's pose because touch hips towards your heels. Extend your hands forward. Be first to rest your forearm on the mat. Rest your forehead on the mat. Come back to your breath. Observe how your body feels at this moment, in this space. And slowly lift up your head gently and come onto your fingertips. You can walk your hand even further to stretching your shoulder. And then pressing down onto your hand and come back to your all four. You're going to tap your toes, push your hip towards your heel and come to downward facing dog. Let's bend your left knees and draw your right heel down. Maybe you can turn towards your left armpit or left side to feel more stretching of your right. And then swap side. Bend your right knees and drop your left heel towards your floor. Maybe turn your head towards your right. And then come back to your left side. Bend your left knee, drop your right heel. And you can alternating this movement. Feel that stretch of the back of your legs. And keep pressing down onto your fingers, your palms towards your floor. Let's do one more breath here. And then slowly bend your knees and come back to your all four in child's pose. Deep inhale and exhale. I'm going to do one more deep breath here. And then slowly come back to our all four, and this time we're going to downward facing dog again. This time see if you can stay in your down dog. Maybe bend both knees and gently draw your heel down slightly. That's how your body feels like. But try to keep pressing your chest towards your thighs. Relax your shoulder down and back. Pressing down onto your knuckles, your fingers. Relax your head, your neck. Deep inhale. And exhale. Draw your heel down a little bit further. Let's stay for two more deep breaths here. Keep breathing in all the way to the down of your tailbone. And exhale through the spine, out of your nose. And then slowly look towards your hands and walk to the front of your mat. Let's fold forward, bend your knees generously. Let your head hang. Maybe grab opposite elbow, swing side to side. Just relax your lower back. Relax your neck. Deep inhale. And exhale. And gently release your hands and try to bring your hands towards to your shin bone, lengthening your spine, the crown of your head toward to the front. Engage your core, pressing down to your feet, come to halfway lift. Deep inhale. Stay for exhale. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, we fall forward. And inhale, gently roll yourself up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Allow the head to come last. Inhale, sweep arms all the way up. And exhale, fall forward. Inhale, come to the halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. Hands to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. This is the half sun salutation. We do it 2 more times like this. Inhale, sweep arms all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gently roll all the way up, hands to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. One last time like this. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. Hands to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just take 2 deep breaths here to observe how your body feels like. How's your breathing? On next inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold. This time, plant your hands and let's bring your right leg to the back. Drop onto your right knee and tap your toes. We're going to plant our right hand next to your left foot and inhale, rising your left arm towards the ceiling. An easy twist. Your gaze can toward to your top finger or down to mat or just to the front. See how your neck feels like today. Take 2 more deep breaths here. Next inhale, we're going to bring the movement. Inhale, bring your hands overhead, stretching that, opening that left side body. And exhale, bring your hand towards your back. Maybe you can follow your head, your eye gaze can follow your arms, your hands, or just stay towards the front. Just do 2 more times like this. Next inhale, we come back to the center. Hands come back onto your mat. Find your stability on inhale. Bring your hands onto your knees. You can stay on here or if you feel more stronger, let's lift up your hands by your ear, reaching you towards your ceiling. Slightly tap your tailbone. Engage your core, reaching your hands by your side. Deep breath in and out. Let's take 1 more deep breath here. And then slowly bring your hands back onto your knees, and this time we're gonna sink our hip a little bit forward so you feel more opening on your hip bone. Deep inhale all the way to your hip. Exhale, see if you can drop a little bit deeper, but be mindful with how your body feels like today. You feel the very good stretch on the back of your thigh, the left front of your right thigh. On next inhale, we come back to the center, and this time I'm going to extend your left foot. Maybe bring your hands to your floor, fingertip to the floor. So you can flex your left toes towards your left shin bones. And feel that very nice stretch of the back of your left leg. So you can keep your hip in line with your right knees. The more you fall forward, the more stretch you can feel onto your left foot. Deep inhale. And exhale. Now next inhale, gently bend your left knee. We're going to heel toes your left foot to the edge of your mat. Bring your left hand inside of your left thigh, left legs. If that's enough, you can stay here or maybe come onto your forearm. Bit more hip stretch. Try to lengthening the crown of your head towards your sun. Keep your spine lengthening to the front. Deep inhale. Stay for exhale. Stay for one more deep breath here. And then slowly we come back onto our hands. And this time bring your left hand on top of your left knees. And you can maybe push that knees a bit open. You need to be more opening from the hip joint. Inhale. And maybe come onto the edge of your left foot. Outer edge of your left foot. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly come back to the center. Bring your hand back into the inside of your left foot. Tuck your back foot. And bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Come to a bit of squat pose. Use your hand to find your stability. And you don't have to go all the way down. See where you feel accessible. You can play around with your hands, find a stable. You can move your hip left to right. And when you're ready, you may come to your full squat. Maybe bring your hand to your heart center. Use your elbow to open your knees a bit further. Stay for one deep breath. And slowly drop your hands. You're going to fall forward. Bring your hip towards your ceiling. Just for one breath here. And slowly heel toe your foot back to the center. On inhale, come onto your halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Come onto the other side. Inhale, sweep arms up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Plant your hand, left leg to the back. Drop onto your left knees. Pressing down onto your left hand. Inhale, right hand reaching to the ceiling. A bit of twisting. Keep reaching your top hand. Deep inhale. Stay for exhale. One next inhale, maybe bring your hand towards your front. Next exhale, open to the back. Do 3 times like this. Next inhale, we come back to the center. Bring your hand back onto your mat. Slightly tuck your tailbones and come onto your low lunge. And if you feel comfortable, you can lift your hands all the way up. Relax your shoulder down and back. Engage your core, tuck your tailbone, pressing down onto your feet and on your knees. Engage your full body. Deep inhale. Stay for one more full breath here. on exhale, plant your hands onto your right knee and gently sink your hips to the front leg bone. Stretching that front left thighs, your hip bone. Inhale. Stay for exhale. And now next inhale, we come back to the center. Extend your right foot. You can plant your hand onto your mat or fingertips onto your mat. Lengthening your right foot. Flex your toes. Point your toes towards your right shin bone. That way you can feel more stretch on the back of your right foot. The more you fall forward over towards your right toes, the more stretch you can feel. Deep breath in. Now next inhale, bend your right knee. You draw your right hand inside of your right foot, heel to your right foot towards the edge of your mat. If that's enough, you can stay here on your hand or maybe come onto your forearm. Try to lengthen your spine. Extend the crown of your head. Deep inhale. And stay. Exhale. And then on next inhale, gently come back onto your hands. And plant your left hand onto your mat and right hand over onto the top of your right knees. Maybe you can roll your feet to the edge of your right edge of your feet, opening a little bit more to your right side. Deep breath in. Now next inhale, we come back to the center. Plant your hand into the middle of the mat. Tap your left toes and bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Again, we're going to do that little bit more hip movement on your squat pose. Maybe you can feel if you can go a little bit further down, but use your hand to support yourself. And then when you're ready, we come on to your squat one more time. Maybe bring your hand to your chest. Deep breath in and out. And slowly plant your hand onto the mat. Bring your hip towards your ceiling, fall forward. And heel toe your feet towards the center. On inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing, hands to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just take a couple breaths here to reset ourselves, to observe your body, your hip bone, your hip joint, your shoulder, your legs. And slowly we're coming to on a little bit balancing. So let's bring your hand towards your hips, towards your wrists. Inhale, lift up your right foot. We're going to do field movement, so pressing down onto your left foot. Maybe kick your right foot to the front and back. This field movement, play around with your balance. And the focusing point Do it 3 more times like this. And slowly keep that balancing. See if you can kick your right foot toward to the back. And spin your back heel down to your warrior two stand. So 45 degrees, the back heels, front toes pointing toward to your front heel to arch alignment. And then open our arms to your warrior two. So you can try to point that front knee towards your little toes and pressing down to the back edge of your back foot. Opening your arms, shoulder down, then back. Reaching your both hands towards to both sides. Your gaze towards your front middle fingers. Deep breath in. Stay for exhale. Stay for one more deep breath. Pressing down onto your feet. Engage your core. On next inhale, spread your front palm, reverse your warrior. Inhale, center. Left elbow on top of your left knee, right hand overhead. Inhale, come back to your center. This time, extend your front knees. Flip your front palm, reverse triangle. Inhale, come back to your center. Reaching your front hand toward to the front and drop from your hip bone. Left hand by the side of your left foot toe onto your left legs. Reaching your top hand over to the ceiling. Your gaze can toward your back toes or toward to the top hand or even to the front. Anywhere your neck feels comfortable with. On inhale, use your top hand to draw yourself back to the center. Bring your hand to your hips. Spin your toes toward to the edge of your mat. Hands on your hips. The inhale here, opening your chest. And exhale, let's fold forward. Relax your head. Maybe release your hand onto your floor. Just let it hang. Let your torso hang. It's really peaceful pose. Calming your mind. Let's take one more deep breath here. On next inhale, plant our hand to the center, halfway lift on your forward fold, right leg forward fold. See if you can plant your left hand onto the center and reaching your right hand. Little bit wide leg twist. Deep breath in. And slowly come back to the center and come to the other side. So right hand on the floor, left hand reaching. Deep inhale. And exhale. And then slowly we come back to the center. And then hands onto your hip and come back to your standing. And we come back to our warrior two pose. Let's spin your hands towards your front and right leg come back to the front of your mat halfway. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, hands to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. We come on the other side. Inhale, sweep hands up. Exhale, bring your hand toward to your waist. Pressing down onto your right foot. Lift up your left foot. Find your focusing point. Engage your core. And maybe slowly start kicking your feet. Follow your breath. Let's do that few more time. Bit more movement and at the same time play with the balance. On next inhale, as you move your knees, if you can gently bring your left foot to the back. And spin your left heel down, pressing down onto your front foot, your front knee, echoing to the little toes, pressing down the back edge of your feet. And extend our hand to the side, warrior two. Reaching both hands, engage your core, maybe sink your hip a little bit down. 90 degrees with your knees. Pressing down to the back edge of your feet, deep breath in. Let's take one more breath here. Next inhale, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Inhale, come back to center, bend your left elbow, right elbow on your right knee, left hand bring overhead. Side angle warrior. Inhale, come back to your center, extend your front knee, reverse triangle. Inhale, come back to your center, reaching your front hand towards your front, tip from your hip, drop your right hand towards your outside of your right foot, or maybe on your right foot. Lengthening from your top hand. Keep deep breath in, and stay for exhale. On next inhale, use your top hand, draw yourself back up to the center. Hands onto your hip. Again, spin, turn the toes toward to the corner of your mat. And this time, interlace your fingers behind you, opening your chest, squeeze your shoulder blade to the back. And we fall forward. Just let your head hang, draw your hand toward to the floor. Deep inhale, and safe exhale. And stay for one more breath. And then slowly release your hand onto the floor. Come on to the halfway lift or right leg forward fold. So options, you can stay your hands onto the center middle of your mat to come up to the twist. Or you can bring your left hand over to your right foot and come on to your twist. So take your options. Deep breath in. And then slowly come back to the center and come on to the other side. Right hand in the center or over to your left foot. Deep breath in and out. And then slowly come back to your center. Hands onto your hip and roll all the way up to standing. Spin your front toes towards your front. Come back to your warrior two. Windmill your hand onto your mat. This time bring your right leg to the back. Push back to your downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling your feet left to right. You can stretching your toes. And slowly we drop onto our knees. Come to our child's pose. Push your hip towards your heels, rest the forehead onto your mat. Deep inhale, maybe a sigh out on exhale. Just come back to observe your body, observe your breathing. And on next inhale, we come back onto our all four. We're going to stretching our shoulder a little bit more today. So let's come onto your forearm. And extend, maybe rest your forehead onto your mat. Or if you have a block, maybe rest onto your block. We're aiming to extend your front arm towards your front, come to your puppy pose. Feel the opening of your front chest, your front body. At the same time, reaching your hand forward, deep breath in. And then on the inhale, slowly come back to your all four. We're going to sit onto our hip and spin our leg to the front. Come on to our back. Going to do a few back bend pose. So bring your heels towards your hip. And rest your hands by your side. Maybe palms facing up so you're not pressing down onto your hand. You're rather pressing down onto your feet. On inhale, slowly roll your hips up towards your ceiling. And exhale, slowly roll it down. So lower back down, and then lower hip down, and then all the way down. So we do that three more times. So inhale, lifting up your hips. And exhale, roll it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. And exhale. Next three times, we're gonna add the hands. As you inhale, roll your hip up, roll your hand all the way to the head back. And exhale, bring your head by the side. Inhale. And exhale. One more time like this. Inhale. And exhale. On next inhale, we lift our hip one more time. We'll rest our hand by our side. And interlace your finger behind you. Maybe draw your shoulder a bit inward. Pressing down onto your hand this time. Lifting up your hips a little bit further, squeezing your knees toward each other. Slightly tap your chin towards your chest. Let's hold here for 2 deep breaths. Squeezing your hip. Take one more full breath. Keep squeezing, pressing. And then slowly roll all the way down. Let's hug your knees towards your chest. Give yourself a really good hug. And slowly, we're going to place your right foot onto your mat. Extend your left foot towards the ceiling. So use your hand to either grab the back of your shins and draw your feet towards your forehead a little bit closer. Maybe flex your toes to feel that stretch of your left leg. Inhale. And exhale. And then slowly bend your left knees and bring your left foot on top of your right knees. And draw your right knees towards your chest. And then you can interlace your finger behind your right thigh. Use your left elbow to open that left knees a bit further. And then maybe extend your right foot to the ceiling and bend it down. Just bring a little bit movement onto our knees. A few times like this. And then just keep it stay up, extend. Maybe draw your right foot a bit closer. Deep inhale. And exhale. And slowly plant your feet back onto your mat. And come on to the other side. So plant your left foot, extend your right foot towards your ceiling. Interlace your hand behind your thighs or your shins or even ankles. See however you feel that stretch. And maybe flex your toes or bring some movement to your ankle. Keep breathing into the stretch. And then slowly bend your right knees and bring your right ankle on top of your left knees and draw your left foot knees towards your chest. Interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. And then bring some movement again to your left foot. Extend your left foot and bend your left foot. And then next, maybe let it stay on the top. Deep inhale and exhale. And then slowly release the grip and rest both feet onto your mat. Have your feet hip the mat with distance. Let's extend our hands to the side like a big opening to the side. Palms facing down so that you can keep that balance onto your mat. And we're going to drop your both knee to your left and drop them to the right. Just feel movement like that. But with the hand opening to the side, you keep your shoulder onto the mat. So you're only moving down your hip, your lower part of your body. And next, when your knees come onto your right, let's stay there. So you have option, maybe bring your right foot on top of your left knee. And then you can gently turn your head towards your left, a little bit on the twist pose. Deep inhale all the way to your belly. And exhale, sink into your twist. Give your body a very good inner organ massage and the twist pose. Each inhale, create more space. And exhale, twist a little bit further. On next inhale, slowly come back to your center. The wind screen wide one, few more time like that. Left to right. And the next time when your knees come onto your left, let them drop to the left side. And maybe your left ankle can come onto your right knee. It's your option. options, and you can turn your head towards your right if that feels comfortable. Maybe closing down your eyes onto your twist pose. Keep breathing in all the way to your belly, nourishing your body on exhale. Let that detoxifying process. Inhale all the way, and exhale, sink into your twist. Let's stay for 2 more deep breaths here. And then on next inhale, gently come back to your center and draw your knees towards your chest and give yourself a very good hug. And we're going to come onto our happy baby pose. So you can grab your hands out the blades of your feet and draw your knees towards your armpits. If you can draw your hip bone lower back towards your mat. There's an option you can grab your shin bone or your calf, anywhere your body feels like. Relax your neck. Maybe you can rock side to side. Massage your spine or any movement that your body asks for before we come to our final relaxation pose. And anytime when you're ready, you can release the grip, extend your feet to the front of your mat. Take as much of the space as you need. Rest your hand by your side. And let your toes fall to the side. Relax your head. Soften your facial muscles. Soften your tongue, your lips. Relax your shoulder. Relax your upper back, your mid back, your lower back. Relax your hands, your fingers. Relax your thighs. Soften your knees, your ankles, your toes. Just let your body be heavy. Just let your body completely relax. Just let the earth carry you, knowing that you're secure in this space. And come back to the breath. Come back to the connection of your breath to your body. Come to the stillness. For your Savasana. So you can stay as long as your body needs in this pose. And anytime when you're ready, you're going to bring some movement to your toes, to your ankle, to to your hands. Maybe rock your head side to side. We're slowly reaching our hands overhead. Give yourself a very good stretch from your toes all the way to your fingertips. We finish our practice with 3 cleansing breaths. So as you deep breath in all the way through your nose. And exhale, open your mouth and let it go. Deep inhale. And exhale, let it go. One more time like this, deep breath in all the way. And exhale, let it all go. And slowly in your own time, roll to your favorite side. Use your hand to support yourself. And come back up onto your seated pose. Bring your hand to your heart center. Bow to your chest. Just showing your gratitude toward yourself to be able to have this time, this space, to have this amazing body to support your daily life. We're also showing our gratitude toward each other to share the energy together. Thumbs to your third eye for clarity of thoughts, to your leg for kind and honest speech, to your heart for love and compassion. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed the class.